Welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to make a little tutorial for you and show you how to make a little rainbow wand. It's really easy. It's double-sided, as you can see. I only used cheap supplies, affordable supplies. Most of them came from Walmart, and well, they all came from Walmart and Joann's, I would say. So it's really cheap and easy and very fun to make. So let's start. So what you're gonna need for the wand is, I have a couple dies. Those are nesting dies. You don't really need them. If you don't have them, then you can just make circles, you know, just use your compass or whatnot. So I will make, or I did make a couple pieces already. I have a scoreboard. You don't really need one. You can use your ruler and a butter knife if you don't have one. I have a punch. And if you don't have one, once again, you can go without a punch. So no supplies needed that you don't have on hand. Also, I have some ribbon. I have a strip of paper here to make a rosette because I want a rosette to be in the middle of it. I have a bling, which is perfect for my rainbow wand. And I also have a straw. I don't have anything rainbow, so I just picked one that would kind of go with that. You know, you never have the right supplies when you need them, but we can work with whatever we got. So first things first, I would like to make my rosette so it has time to dry, because I'm not going to use any hot glue. I do not like hot glue too much, and I try to avoid it. So I'm going to use the art glitter glue, and I got a new bottle with this tip and I love it. So I will put, if I can find the dies, I will put them into the description down below, a link to them, and a link to our glitter glue is actually always in my description, I think, because that's the best glue ever. So I have a strip of paper, and I went by the smallest circle I made, and this is, I believe, 2 inches something. So to make a rosette, you always have to do half of it. It's 1 inch, but because I'm going to punch it, it's going to be different. So I'm going to just take a paper 12 by 2 inches, and I will show you what I do. I'm going to punch the border. If you don't have a border punch, you can just skip this step. But I do have one, so why not use it? I'm just going to punch a border real quick. So that's what I got. If you don't have a border punch, you will just go ahead and score your paper every 1/4 inch. But because I have a border, I will pay attention to my punch and then score, always score right here, because I do like it to go with the border. Now that I do have my border, I can actually measure 1 inch from the border piece. Otherwise, if I would have cut it to 1 inch and then I punch the border, I would have a much smaller rosette than I wanted to have. So this way I can do it exactly. So I will measure 1 inch from the top, just make a mark, and then I will cut it. So these tiny pieces is all I need. I did cut 2 inches just in case, you know, you never know how your border punch is going to work. So now I'm going to score this, and I will pay attention to my little valleys here. So I will score it, and it will make more work for me because they are not exactly every 1/2 inch or every 1/4 inch, but I don't care. I will just take the time and score them always in between, so I have a nice fold afterwards. You can try and fold it with hand if you want to. I'm sure it works, especially with one like this. It probably works even better than scoring. I think I don't even need to score. I'm going to just do it with hand. I think it's going to be just quicker. Just like that. And once you have it, use your ruler or your bone folder or something to just, you know, push it down a little bit so it really folds down just like that. So this is what you're getting. And let me tell you, it's much easier to do without an edge, but you know, it's just prettier this way. Okay. Now all you have to do is to glue, and it has to go in the same direction. So if this is a mountain and this is a valley, you have to stick it just right. So I don't have this, I can just cut it off, the little piece right here. And then I have the mountain going up and the valley going down, and I will just connect those two pieces. I'll use some art glitter glue. Here you can use your hot glue, and this is what I used before. But working with art glitter glue is much better for my fingers because they don't get burned. But of course you will have to wait for this to dry. Just really a minute or so. But while I'm waiting, I will show you what else I have right here. I'm going to make a double-sided, very simple wand. So I cut myself a piece of red paper to start my rainbow, and then I cut two pieces of each color. So I can put one on top, and this red paper is red in the back, so it's much easier. Otherwise, you would have to cut two of those and then stick them back to back if they aren't red on the other side. And all I'm gonna do is just line up my papers, the rainbow colors, in the front and in the back, just like that. And then the back, I will finish off completely. But in the front, I will make a rosette instead of this circle. And then I punched a scallop and a circle. I will see which one fits best, and I will put it onto the front. So I'm going to just, while my rosette is drying, I will just stick the papers down in the rainbow order. Okay, so one side is done. This is the front side, so I don't have to go farther. I will just do the same thing in the back. But before I do that, I want to glue down my straw. And for that, it's a paper straw. So we'll just flatten it as much as I can, because I would like to stick it in between of my red layer and my orange layer. So it's probably like around, I flatten it 1.5 inches because I don't want to use my hot glue gun. I will use this silicone glue. I got it on Instagram. It works like your hot glue, but it doesn't burn your fingers, and it does need longer to dry. So be aware of that. And I will just keep stacking my papers on top. So once I have done one layer, I will just put something heavy on top and wait for it to dry a little bit. It doesn't take too long. While that one dries, I can just stick the rest of the papers down. Okay, so this one is done. Now it's time to finish up my rosette. And here, once again, I do not want to use my glue gun. So I'm going to use this one. And it's going to dry longer, but I'm okay with that because I really, really don't want to use the glue gun. So all we have to do for the rosette, put this edge down the decorative edge, and just kind of get it together with your fingers, all in the middle, and then push right in the middle, and it opens up by itself. So this is what it's gonna be. So now I need something to put underneath and one piece to put on top. The lower piece, I'm gonna put the glue down already. And because it's not a hot glue, it's not gonna dry. So I'm going to put the glue down on here as well. It's not going to dry anyways. So if you want this to dry instantly and be done, use the hot glue gun. But as you can see, I'm not gonna do that. So what I'm gonna do is to get ready with this piece, because you always need another hand when you're making rosettes. Now I put this one on top, as you can see, and then just like I showed you, I will gather everything and I will push it down right on top of the glue there. So I'm holding this. I will put the upper part on there and I will push down. And now if you have your hot glue, this is gonna be done already right away. But because I'm using the other glue, I will just wait a little longer until I let go. So for the sake of the video, I just put a little weight on top so this can dry, and I'm going to return to the rosette or to the wand I'm making. I'll just finish this part up. Once you get it, once you understand, or you get the hang of it, it's actually pretty easy to make wands and rosettes. So I'm just going to stick this layer down there. The good thing about our glitter glue is it dries clear and it holds up anything and everything. I tried everything already and it is really, really good. All right. So the back is ready. As you can see, it's ready, it's done. Now, while this is still there, I will just cut off some ribbon because I do want some ribbon to go there. We'll just measure the length. It's up to you how long you want your ribbon to be. I usually want this kind of the length of my straw, and that's it. Just cut and prepare the ribbon. Just choose whatever you like. So I chose those colors. I think this is going to be enough. And I'm not going to tie them or anything because I have those little openings here. I will just stick them through the openings from two sides. I'm going to try and do this all in one. Here. Here. So it's going to look something like that. See, I don't need any bows or any knots or anything since I do have the two openings there. All right, so we are almost done. There was enough time for my rosette to dry so I can put it right here on top. Of course, you can embellish it as much as you want. And I do have this pretty bling, and it does kind of have different colors. I don't know if the cam picks it up, but I'm going to put it just in the middle. And I will still use my art glitter glue because it's gonna stick. And there you have it. This is how easily you can make a little rainbow wand to go with a project of yours. It really doesn't take much time. It doesn't take much supplies. As you can see, I have ribbons from Walmart. So those are the 99-cent or 98-cent ribbons. And all the paper came from Joann's. When it's on sale, it's super cheap. It's probably like 19 or 15 cents. And a little bling that was gifted to me. And that's it. So not much time, not much effort. And like I said, you can do the same thing just using your compass and making some circles. So I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. If you did, give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and comment down below, of course. Did you ever make a wand? Or would you like to make one? Did this help you out? And just enjoy your day. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.